Hey everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful day. Today I'm reviewing this Bowers & Wilkins 603 S2 Anniversary Edition speakers. I put them 7 feet, little over 7 feet apart, less than 10-degree toe in with the more than 3 feet in the back and more than 4 feet from the side walls. Overall soundscape and scale, I achieved really evolving and high resolution, expensive soundstage with the setup in my room. My main amp is a Denon PME SX11 with Denon DP47F vintage automatic turntable with Sony HAP-Z1ES as my music server. My setup is very simple, as you will see it here in my picture. I measure it for the in-room response. It's measured pretty good. I will say it may not be the perfect measurements, but it seems okay. Overall build quality, fit and finish and quality ratio is perfectly reflect the asking price, particularly in this model, because I was comparing this and other colors, and this one looked a little bit more higher end and nicer look, and a little bit of Scandinavian design look in this color combination with oak wood and this color choices. And featuring this 1-inch double dome aluminum tweeter with 5.5-inch, or I think this is, they call it 6-inch Continuum mid-range driver that they use for the top of the line series. Bass drivers are 6.5-inch paper cone bass drivers. So overall fit and finish and quality ratio is very good and really reflect the asking price. This oak wood is real wood veneer. I don't use the floor stabilizing plates that they supply with this unit, which is an awkward looking white MDF bolt that you can attach to the bottom of the speaker. And according to Bowers & Wilkins, for the best sound quality, this is how they recommend to use. But if you have small children, or if you're worried that the speaker might tilt over, and those floor plates come with the speakers in the box. Overall fit and finish, everything is totally Bowers & Wilkins. You got every bit of the quality that they offer. The anniversary feature, like utilizing better continuum driver and improve a crossover with improve a high frequency driver. Based on the previous experience, I was wondering how much they improve and how much it gets better. Soundscape is so expensive, it goes way beyond the boundaries, and I can listen to like 10 feet away from the off exit listening position. Not really listening position, I just stand in there, I try it, and it's pretty convincingly musical with great dynamics without much of sound signature change based on my location. Of course, it does have a really good big and wide sweet spot with a really expensive soundstage with the good depth to the overall signature sound. And frequency response and everything is pretty good in my opinion. It's maybe I want a little bit more deeper bass response out of these towers, but based on the price, probably that's as good as it can get, because if they make better bass response, then 700 series may get in trouble in sales wise. So I'm going to start with the bass performance. Bass performance is very fast and taut and tight with the responsive bass that really engaging tone to it. Good definition and really good separation between the notes. Good musicality to the overall bass frequency response, except for lowest of the notes. In my opinion, bass response is really impressive and very musical, very engaging with good tone and good accurate bass response. So mid-range, they have a very good mid-range, as all Bowers & Wilkins does. Everything reproduced with great authority and good separation between the notes. Very responsive, dynamic sound reproduction with really good engaging voices and vocals that it can produce. I wouldn't call it the human voices are as accurate as the ribbon tweeters, but pretty close to it. And it's good engaging tone and texture with the a little bit of warmish frequency response, and that sound signature. Overall, mid-range have, especially in like a upper mid-range, it has a nice warmth that really get you enjoying your music. It's not overly warm. It's not like overly forward or none of those kind of thing. It's like a really good floating and engaging notes that really come and project towards the listener with the overall great definition, skills, and dynamics with the really evolving musical sound signature. There is like a no upper mid-range brightness, not noticeably compared to previous generations. Not as forward as you may had an experience with previous generation as well. And human voices and vocals are very convincingly musical, very engaging. My favorite part is that a little bit of a warmish tone and overall sound signature that this one can produce in mid-range to upper mid-range region. I would say it's very musical, very engaging sound signature from bass to upper mid-range. When it's come to high frequency, they do have Bowers and Wilkins a little bit forward sound signature, but not as forward as you may had an experience with regular 600 series like I have. Really good frequency extension with very good instrument separation. I wouldn't call it airy or smooth kind of sound signature. It does have a spacious notes, great authority and detailed sound reproduction with high resolution sound signature to it. Yet it have a slight forwardness, but not as forward as you may have experienced with the previous 600 series or the one that they improve upon. And as far as I understand, they improve the crossover and they improve the high frequency driver. High frequencies are improved and really good musical, less brightness with more engaging tone and engaging sound with good instrument separation. Of course, it does have a really good resolution and detailed sound reproductions that this one can provide. If I get to like 9 o'clock position, I'm getting like 90 to 95 dB loudness in this room, and I can go crank up all the way to 12 o'clock position, like club level loudness with the control sound signature and sound reproduction from these towers with my setup, and which really impressed me. Even in that loudness level, stay composed and engaging, stay even though I'm playing like over 100 dB loudness. So I didn't play too long because I don't want to screw up my ears, and I just tried and tested out. And also I tried bass heavy music and it can totally handle. I can feel the force of the low frequency response on my chest. So that's the extreme high SPL experience with this speaker in this room. And my normal music listening loudness is around 65 to 75 decibel, which is really great in my opinion. I mean, it makes me think that, oh, should I keep this one? So that much I like them. What really impressed me was low level listening. Low level listening meaning like 45 to 55 decibel range. It's really impressive because overall frequency response is clearly reproduced with great resolution and detail, yet very responsive bass notes, and bass notes are clearly reproduced with great definition and detailed response with that low level listening. I think that's the biggest highlight of this speaker. They will sound great in high SPL, my normal listening. What most impressive thing is that low level listening. It really impressed me. Not many speakers can do that. A lot of speakers tend to suffer, especially in lower bass response and lower bass reproduction. And then the pairing components, they are very responsive to pairing components. So pairing with my Denon PMA SX11, its sound reproduction is really good, very musical and very engaging with nice warm sound signature to it. When I pair with my home theater receiver, then that I can hear the a little bit more brightness out of high frequency range. So it all depends on pairing components. So overall frequency response, sound signature, everything is really good, except that time to time I got a little bit of annoyance from a little brightness that I get time to time with some music. Other than that, overall frequency response from top to bottom is really good. And I try a lot of different tracks like ACDC, like Who Made Who, or Thunderstrucks, or Metallica. I mean, a lot of heavy metal music, and they sounded great. And some of the old recording they produced with great musicality, with good tone, with the very engaging sound signature, which is I think is a little bit more forgiving than previous generations when it's come to sound reproduction, because probably that's the major improvement and major refinement that they did on this 603 S2's anniversary edition. Because I can totally live with this speaker if I'm not picky and if I'm not particular about overall sound signature, because it always come across my mind, man, I should keep this one, because some of the music sounded really great, particularly the bass notes to mid-range to upper mid-range frequency responses is really good. I mean, a lot better than like $3,000 speakers that I had experienced in the past. So which is this is Bowers and Wilkins. They have know-how and they have technology and they have all the resources. They can do a lot of things better than many small companies. So that's not surprising. But what I'm getting here is for the $2,000 pair speaker with overall performance like $3,000-$4,000 kind of performance. That's how good they are. Unless you are really sensitive to the metal dome tweeter with the time to time, you know, you get a little bit or tiny bit of brightness that you might experience. And overall frequency response and soundscape and scale is nothing like regular 600 series. This is something get really close to upper range of 700 series that they offer. Just pair them with the neutral to a little bit warmer side of amplification and your front end components. It will give you really good music enjoyment with great scale and dynamics with very good frequency response and bass performance to mid-range to high frequency. It reproduces with very high resolution and great definition with very authoritative dynamic notes that you can totally enjoy listening to your favorite music or even enjoying your movies. So very impressive, very good sounding speaker that I can highly recommend it to you if you are shopping for $2,000 pair of floor standing towers. Very impressive sounding, very good sound reproduction from this 603 S2 anniversary edition. That is my quick review. Thank you for watching and happy listening.
There must have been an angel by my side. Something heavenly led me to Kiss alive.